Good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. Today is Saturday, and it is bill day.
Hi!
What bill day is today?
175.
175. Yes, today is bill day 175. And these are my friends that showed up very early this morning because it is a non-school day today, right? No school day today?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it is what day today?
Saturday.
Saturday. It is Saturday, so they showed up at my door bright and early this morning to make sure that I was awake and ready to go. Anyway, this is John. This is John, and John is the one who we're going to pick up his tablet today so that he can watch My PI Dream on his tablet again. So I'm hoping today we get a lot more of the tile done inside the basement, a lot more of the roofing done, and oh, surprise, my wife and I actually agreed on an exterior color today, or last night I must say, and I will try to share that with you too as well. It's something that it's kind of difficult because of the I didn't realize with the roofing colors that you have to be extremely coordinated with the color that we picked out for our roofing tile. So I think we found something, and I think it's going to work really well. So anyway, let's go ahead and get out to the build site and get started for the day. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Bye.
Hi, James.
Good morning. How are you today? Morning, Mark. Morning. Hi, guys. Oh, what do you got today? Oh, that's Tang. I know Tang. Hey, good morning. Okay, guys, I have to go to work. Up here, up here, up here. Oh, now I got sticky Tang of fingers right now. Oh, hey. Oh, ooh, you got a puppy. Is that your puppy?
Yeah.
Oh, what's his name?
Puppy.
Puppy. I could have figured that one. I didn't have to even ask that question. Good morning. Where's Juliana? Juliana here today? Is she? Oh my goodness, look at his hair. Oh, look at there. Hey, sweetie. How are you today? You smile just like your sister. Just like your sister all the time. Oh.
I'll give you lanzones.
He's very healthy.
I'll give you lanzones.
No, you know, I haven't had any lanzones yet since I've been here.
I will give you.
Okay, when I come back?
Now.
Oh, now. Okay. Okay, I'll wait. Hey, guys.
See you later.
I'll see you later. Oh, I've never had one of these. How do you eat it?
Yes, this.
How do you eat it?
This.
Oh, is it sweet?
Yes.
It's sweet? Oh, okay. I am excited about this. Oh, thank you so much. You always take such good care of me.
You're my friend.
There she is. Good morning, sweetie. Good morning. How are you this morning? How come you let your brother? How come his hair? Bye. Yeah, she's telling me to go. Okay, I get the picture. That's how all ladies treat me. They're like, hi, bye. Bye. All right, I'll see you later. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much. This is gonna be my snack this morning. I'm gonna eat a lot of this morning.
Fruits.
I know this is healthy for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
You put it in your bag.
I will put it in my bag.
Yes.
Right now. Morning, Lola Janet. Morning. How are you today? You're working early this morning. Magandang umaga, Michelle. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I am better than great. Can there be something better than great?
Yes.
What do you have?
Lanzones.
Lanzones? I just got some lanzones from here. I have so much lanzones today. Oh, this is wonderful. I will have. How long do these stay good?
to put out the plastic.
Take it out of the plastic. Oh, because they'll get brown like bananas?
Mm-hmm.
Good to know, good to know. Okay. How long do they stay fresh?
Maybe after tomorrow?
Until tomorrow?
Yes, because yesterday they brought me.
Is this like Lanzona season?
Yes.
Because it's the same. It's the same when it's the rambutan.
Yes.
Everybody's giving me rambutan.
Last month,
Yeah, last
rambutan.
month. So that
And
is.
the other month is Santol.
Santol. I remember Santol. Yeah.
Santol, yeah. Now it's Lanzones.
Okay. So how long are these gonna produce for?
It's so
How many weeks?
long.
How long from now until month? Is it like? Because this is September, so September.
It depends on the season. It's till September, October.
September, October. Okay. So last month, August is good for rambutan.
Rambutan.
September and October is good for lanzones.
Lanzones.
Good morning, Roy.
And
Good
November,
morning.
December is from
Mine.
Yours?
Yes.
Yeah. Are you giving me your husband's?
Lanzones here.
Do you want it back?
Hello.
Yeah. You want to share it with me?
Yeah.
Ayaw. Ayaw means no.
Ayo. I know that. Ayo.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're
All right,
welcome.
have a great day. Hey, good morning, Tess. Where are you? Are you cooking?
Yes.
What did you say? What did
Yes,
you?
I will pork sinigang.
Pork sinigang. Okay, I will.
You like your favorite.
My favorite part. You know my favorite part, right? Okay. All right. I'll see you tonight then. Thank you.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, James.
How are you today?
I am fine. How are you today? No, I have to walk. You know, I need my exercise every day. I walk.
Exercise.
Exercise, yeah. Well, thank you so much, James. I will see you later.
Okay.
Hello, good morning. What's your puppy's name?
Shopsy.
Shelby.
You wanna buy one? I have some.
No, I have 2 dogs already.
What kind of dog?
They're Askau.
Oh, Ashkan. She's a Pomeranian.
Yeah.
4 years old.
Yeah, no, they were abandoned dogs, so I adopted them.
Oh,
Yeah, but they're very cute and they're very lovable.
yeah,
Good morning,
yeah.
Dell.
Oh, good morning.
How are you today?
I'm fine.
And how is my favorite gas station person? Anyway, all right. Well, I'm gonna head into work. You have a wonderful day. Oh, morning. That's my Pandasol guy. I want you to look at the sky this morning. You see this? This could be a great building day today. Anyway, I want just to say something that, you know, every day is a great day to walk through the neighborhood and meet and greet everybody. And it's like this almost every single day, but there is something really special about Saturday mornings and Saturday nights here in the small barangay that I live in. And you notice, that everybody is just like crazy with energy and enthusiasm on a Saturday morning. I don't know, it's because some of the people, they don't work on Saturdays. I don't know if that's what it is, or it's just the general feeling of the weekend, and it's a relaxing time, even for most of the people, because most people work on Saturdays here. But I always look forward to Saturday mornings because there's always some nice surprise that I don't normally see during the rest of the week, and you experienced that, a little bit of that this morning on the way into work. Anyway, it is time for some birthday shout outs, and one of our previous shout that we had for one of our longtime subscribers, we're going to do another shout out for him today, and it's Paul Ray's username. Pa's daughter Ezra, it's her 9th birthday today. It's her 9th birthday. Ezra, happy birthday. And Paul wanted me to make sure that this shout out comes from himself also. And this is actually, the shout out to you, Ezra, is from Dada, Mimi, and your new baby brother, Primo. So anyway, happy birthday. Also for today, Don's wife Jenny is having her birthday today on Saturday as well. Happy birthday, Jenny. And also Rowena Conlas wants me to do a shout out to her husband Jake because it is his birthday also today. So happy birthday, Jake. And one more for today. We have a birthday to BXman53. That's his username. His wife Jenny is having a birthday. It's not today, but it's going to be on Monday. And we don't normally do a Sunday we don't do a Sunday episode, but we might be doing a Sunday episode. But in case we don't, Jenny, happy birthday. And Jenny is from Cebu City, but they live in Vegas, Las Vegas. So anyway, speaking of birthdays, I'm on the way to work this morning, and I got stopped, and I always see this lovely family. They're right across the street from my favorite Lomi shop over here. And anyway, this is Angelica right here, nicknamed Jack Jake.
Yes,
Jack Jake.
yes.
Jack Jake. And it is her birthday tomorrow. She's gonna be 1 year old tomorrow.
Say hi.
And you see what they do. 1 year old. That's a big. 1 year old is the big birthday party. It's a big celebration here. And tomorrow,
in the Philippines.
Yeah.
1 year old, the big celebration.
Big celebration. So I want you to see, for Angelica's birthday for tomorrow, this will be a major festivity area right here. And if I get a chance to stop by, I was invited also. I am invited also by my niece to go look at a beef farm tomorrow, so we'll see it. So anyway, they're gonna have a big event here tomorrow. So anyway, happy birthday, Angelica.
Thank you. Say hi.
Bye. Okay. Hi, good morning. Good morning. Morning. Hey, good morning. How are you today?
Very fine, sir.
You like lanzans? No? Okay. Where's Japón? All right, roofing team in place. Plaster folks on the back side of the house and over here are in place. I think my guys for the tiling, because that's what this is mud. He's making the mud deck consistency for the base for the tiles in the basement. They're there. My tiling guy in the CR, day 7, 6, I have no idea. But those tiles that I asked them to do for the base yesterday and of the niche, make sure you have enough angle. Normally about a half bubble to 3/4 of a bubble against the flows, which you would normally do for a niche. And no, they're either flat or the opposite way. So I have to happen to take that out. So those 3 tiles inside there are probably going to end up costing me a half a day, at least a half a day with this tiling guy down in the basement. So I don't know. So that will get done and whatever. So anyway, I'm going to set up Bahay Kubo, but it's going to be a short time over in Bahay Kubo. Oh, and the fencing guys are doing the fencing this morning as well. I'm going to do some short catch-up work, comments, emails, download a little bit of video from this morning, and then I have to run into town. I'm going to run into town, pick up John's tablet, grab a few things at the grocery store, grab a bite to eat, and I want to be out here for the rest of the day. So I want to do that early, so I'm here for the last half of the day as well. I will speak with my builder about the tiling in the CR because we're burning way too many hours with that, and we need to address correcting mistakes. Correcting mistakes has probably costed us already in the whole project here probably at 3 to 4 weeks when it comes to things like, remember the rebar on the first floor when we did the slab right here, this slab right here, for the improper anchoring of that, and that was the big one right there. But the rest of the things, when you add everything up, it's probably about a month worth of time. Good thing I built that in, but we can't afford any more, and we're into the finishing stage right now. So you need make sure when you're doing your calculations that you afford the time for mistakes, and then you afford the time for budgets as well. 20 to 30% you should always have inside your back pocket in the event that you change your mind on building materials and things like that. So anyway, I'm going to get the Bahay Kubo set up and let the day begin. Hapon's stingy. Hapon doesn't like sharing. Hapon will pull the bowl. Hapon, stop that up. You gotta share. So anyway, since what we're going to do on this area right here with the niches, I had him pull these tiles out, and they popped up. I thought he was going to have to break them all, but since it was just set down recently, it was easy for him to pop them and get up without doing a lot of damage. Well, he did no damage. I think he was able to pull up successfully every single one of the tiles. And what we're going to do, though, one thing that I neglected to tell my builder, and he should have probably known, is that this area has to be waterproofed. We have to put some waterproofing compound inside here, and we're gonna waterproof this entire niche. And the main reason for that is like the floor is waterproofed inside here, and really every wet area, even this, should all be waterproofed. Every single wet area, your walls and your floor should be waterproofed. And the main reason so that water doesn't creep in behind. If you have grout or no grout, you put maybe you could put I think we're gonna put inside here, we're gonna put some epoxy. I think that's what we're gonna, I'm not really sure what we're using inside here. But anyway, for this portion right here, we need to have all this waterproof, especially down in this area back here. So if water does set up and makes it through any of the cracks, it doesn't go and soften up the thin set that's underneath the tile itself. Plus, we need to make that correction on the angle so that we have all runoff that goes down to the floor, which is properly waterproof. So anyway, one of the things they're going to be working on very soon, and I caught them today doing the design and giving the dimensions to one of the builders today, one of the workers, is the framing for the L OLED TV, or the flat panel. Let's call it flat panel, because there's so many technologies out there today. OLED, LED, LCD, HD, SHD, UHSD, whatever they are. They've got all of them right now. But anyway, we have the dimensions of what the television that we want to put there. And I'd already discussed this with my builder. And when I discussed it with my builder, I said, let's make the dimensions so that make it like a framing. And to the biggest, we'll make it to the framing of the biggest anticipated TV that we would use here, which would be a 65-inch. And so we have the option of going down to a smaller, like a 60 or a 55. But I want the ability to put pretty much what the largest one that would fit inside here. His original concept was to go down. He was going to make the frame go match, so the bottom of the frame for this window and the top of the frame to that portion of the window, that portion of the window there. But that leaves the gap is so much different from the top to the bottom, because a TV, a flat panel TV, is much wider than it is high. And case in point for here, I think most of the TVs are about 53 inches wide, something like that, 51, 53 inches wide, and the height is about 33 and 31 or 33 high. So almost, not quite, but almost double the dimension between the length and the height, or the width and the height. So what I asked him to do, I said, let's try to make it like a framing, a boxed in, so we have about the same gap all the way around. So that would bring us up to wherever, I don't know, 30, around 30, I think we're going to do around 37 inches to give us up the maximum up to a around a 33, before the fathers, yeah, a 33-inch height TV, which would be a 65-inch diagonal TV. So a good thing I caught them, because they were getting ready to commit, and they'll be building the framing in really soon. So I caught him, and we discussed it before, but it's something that slipped his mind. So it was a good thing that I was here. So that will be corrected, and we will have about 2 inches of space all the way around. And the reason I wanted up higher is because for this area right here, if I want to put an entertainment center, and they come down to here, and it's going to be jutting out here, my entertainment center, if it's up to this height right here, is going to be hitting up against that ledge, which means it will be pulled away even further from the wall. And we remember, everything is about space. Take advantage of space. So now, with it being up here somewhere and not down here somewhere, we have plenty of room. We can design any kind of entertainment center, and we can hug the wall. We can have a custom entertainment center built up right up to the wall if we wanted to do that. So we have more options with that type of configuration. Well, anyway, I am going to run downtown. I'm going to pick up John's tablet, grab a couple things at the grocery store, and grab some lunch at the same time. So let's do that, and then we'll be back for the end of the day so we can see what's going on here. By the way, Monday, I just got notified, Monday is Bottleneck, which is our electricity company. They notified us that we have 3 hours of an outage, a scheduled brownout, they call it. And it's from 12 o'clock till 3 o'clock on Monday. So what does that mean? That means the welders would only be able to pretty much work a half a day. And you don't want, and they're not going to come down here for just a half a day. So I think we're going to try to put in a waiver for the welders to come out here on Sunday and then take Monday off. Remember, we have to stay on schedule with welding right here. We need to get this done to get the roof in place. So I'll try to follow up with my builder. Normally you give a few days notice, you submit that in, and then you will get approved. Since this is the day before, but we just found out an hour ago about the scheduled outage for Monday. So we'll see how that goes. All right, well, anyway, I got John's tablet. It's all fixed. They just checked it out. It came online good, and I think John will be very happy. So I'm going to grab a bite to eat, grab some groceries, and then head back out to Villa Feliz. So I want you to watch the roofer up there, and you see it looks like he's welding. Well, he's not welding. He's using the welding rod as a what you would use a grinder for, to cut off the steel, and that's what they've been doing. And I think that's probably one of the reasons why it takes so long for this team here to finish this job. That's one of the reasons. But see, it's just, he will use that and he will just cut through it, and that's what they're doing for every piece that they need to trim up. The welding rod can be used to join steel together, and it can be used as a cutting device, cutting right through I would say cutting through the steel like butter, but it actually takes a little bit of an effort and a lot of welding rods. Well, anyway, we're going to do our end of day wrap up. It's quite after the hour of 5 right now, but since we don't have all this clouds, it's still very bright out here right now. It's been a beautiful, beautiful afternoon today. And the guys got a lot of work accomplished today on the short crew that they had. Not as much as I would like inside the basement, but we're moving forward. We had to make that correction. We're going to do a wrap up, and we're going to walk to a couple of places. But you see, they put some of the plaster coat. They're starting to work on cleaning up the fence line. The fence line is done. They did some in that corner, and they did these 3 sections right here. That down there is going to get buried, so it's not a big deal. They poured the base where they're going to be putting the concrete hollow blocks between at least these 2 right here. I had to make them. I went back there. I was gone, and I walked back there. It was gone all afternoon, and the form that they made was a pretty shabby form, and it really wasn't deep enough. And I went over there and said, no, you got to make the same depth, because if you only make your little footer that supports all your concrete hollow blocks like this big, if you only make it like that and you get a lot of weight, or you get some seismic activity or something like that, it could shatter your concrete hollow blocks where it's on it. Because remember, that is the base. That's working just like a beam inside a house. So I made them put about that much more wood for support on the side, so we have the proper depth that you need on there. But that's one of the reasons I keep insisting you need to be on site every single day. You need to be aware of everything that's going on, because once it's covered up, had I not caught that, it would have been buried by dirt, and maybe nothing would have happened over the next 30 or 40 years, but maybe something might have happened. So we took care of that right away. Anyway, let's take a look and see what was going on. You saw them working on the roof all day today. We did not get approval. It's not that we didn't get approval. The team, according to my builder, the roofing team is not available on Sunday, so they will not be out here. But they will be out here, since we are only losing 3 hours on. We are supposed to lose only 3 hours on Monday for the scheduled brownout by Bottleneck. They were going to be here first thing in the morning, so they'll get part of the morning done. We'll be doing the welding and everything they need to do. Then the afternoon, it's the chipping and it's the painting and coating to protect all the wells from being corrosive later on. So they can do that, and you don't need for spray paint and or I don't know what kind of paint. I don't know if they're doing a brush on a spray paint, but for that you don't need any electricity, so they will do that. So lots of work done on the roof today, and most of the work that they were doing, they were shoring up the C-purlins with the angle iron on that 90-degree angle, and they were also working on the eaves on the outside, so we can one day have some soffits, and it'll look finished on the outside. So on the inside, one of the things that got done today, you saw them working, and they poured it. You can see they finished doing the pouring, and this is the bottom part of the frame that's going to go. This is the bottom part of the frame that's going to frame in where our TV is going to be here one day. And you see the spacer right here. This spacer is going to be to allow, it's going to be a spacer all up on the side, because remember, the lights are going to go from there all the way up to the top, all the way over, back down. And this is going to be stonework, case for the television, some more stonework, and then we're going to have lights that are going to wash the side. So that's why this is reserved for that right there. And what will happen is on Monday, they'll remove this form. We'll do a form up here. We'll do the top. Once the top form and the bottom form are done, then they will do the sides on here, and we'll have our framing done, which will protect our television in case the air con unit up there leaks, it'll be like a shield all the way around it. You saw it today. Oh, it looks nice inside here. They were doing inside. Now we have our elevated ceiling inside here, but this is all the skim work that they were working on today. And I think they were doing a little bit on the outside here too. Yes, you can see. So it's getting cleaner. Doesn't that look much better with that spacing from the top of the window transom to the ceiling instead of it being like right on top of the ceiling? That looks so much better like that. They were also working on the outside of the house today. We're finishing up a lot on the front of the house and on the back side. The main thing they were working on, and I'm not going to go back there, was on the back side. You see how all this is done? And they even have the 701, the Boys in 701 flat white latex, which is the primer coat. They have it all on the front. So it's ready for some coats of basically for the final coat. But we have that one feature that has to be done before we can do that. And that feature is going to be that accent that goes, I mean, it's going to be, I don't like 12 inches, and it's going to go all the way around the entire base, all the way around the house. And that's that little ledge that's going to go, and it's going to protect those windows in the basement. We can't do any of the total finishing until we do that as well. They've been doing work on the back side of the house. You probably see it when I did the drone shot. The drone shot will probably show the east side of the house and see what got done on that side. So let's go take a quick walk upstairs. Upstairs, the primary focus was the master bedroom, doing all the tin work for the master bedroom. And you can see it looks, I don't know if it looks like they're almost complete here. The cathedral ceiling looks like it's, yeah, they even got these pieces. In between the truss, they put these in to match up. They got those. The only thing they have to do now is they have to do this section right in here. So we made some advancement there. While we're up here, this is what I was talking about moving the window. We can't move the window. You see the window, you see how perfectly centered it is? And I don't know if you can see on the floor over there, but that's where our plumbing goes for our bathtub. And this bathroom isn't really that big to begin with. And if we were to move the window over to that side, it would look horrible. So we're going to keep that window there and it'll be fine. The only thing is right at the base is going to come up like about that much with more concrete, and there will not be a ledge on there. So I don't think it will be so noticeable, and that will correct that problem. Let's see. Let's go down to the basement. See if we can turn a light on inside here. So anyway, in this room here, they got and this is the top. This is the top of the shower. So the floor is in. I'm gonna take my shoes off. I don't want to right now. I don't want to drag it, so I'll take my shoes off. And the floor is in. The back side is in, and they still have to. No, they got. This is all done up here. The light will go inside here, and this is the above the head. This is where the shower head's going to come here. They still got a little bit more to do here, a little bit of finishing up here, but this part of the wall is all done. And this is what they had to dig out again all over today. They had to dig this whole section here. Remember, it was all done. It was nice and neat, but it wasn't done right. It wasn't done correct. The water would have been sitting up in this corner back here. It needs to be tilted like this, tilted this way instead of this way, and it wasn't, and the water would have set up in here. I don't know why I asked them to do that, but it didn't get done properly. So right now is the opportunity to make the correction. So they did that. They had to chisel out some more of the wall over here because they cut the tile a little short, I think, on this side. If it had gone a little bit more, then they could have fitted inside the back so that the tile that's going on the side would have matched up, because remember, we're going to put that trim on here as well. So he was working on that today. I don't know what day we are inside here. I honestly think we're on day 7. Day 7 of one bathroom. And this is the simple bathroom. I can't imagine what's going to happen when we start doing all the tile work in the master bathroom, because that's the one that's going to have the most intricate tile works. But I will tell you this, And I know this from experience. When you're working in smaller spaces are actually harder to work than larger spaces because you have more cutting details and things like that. When you start working with small pieces of tile, and if you look at the renovation that I did on my master bathroom in the U.S., look at the tile work inside there. Look at the travertine. I beveled all of the travertine work myself that made the framing that went around the window and the door frame inside there. So it takes a lot of work. I do know it takes a lot of work. So we got that done. You see out here, we're moving forward on tiling in here. We got a lot more tiling, and I would say this was done, all this was done in 2 days. So 2 more days. So I'm going to say we have 3 more days, maybe 4. I don't know. Between 3 and 4 more days and the entire basement will be completed. Well, anyway, that's the majority of the work that got done here today. And Monday will be a lot of the same actions that went on today will be happening again on Monday. More of the fence line's going to be worked with, more of the tile in the basement, definitely more of the roofing, and then I'm sure we still, because all this is base coat of the skim coat. They haven't even started up there. They haven't even started some of these places over here. Well, a little bit started there. So there's a lot more finishing that's going to be done, and it's being done right. What I got to tell you, the finishing portion, the skim coats and the multiple, like 3 coats of the skim coat with sanding, and the base primer coat and stuff like that, it's coming out really nice. It's going to be very nice. What I might do, instead of going to the bee thing tomorrow with my niece, I need to pick out paints, and I need to get some swatches, basically some samples of different paints. I have about 7 or 8 different paint colors that I need to get them to mix up, and what we'll do is we'll put them on some of the wall, and we'll take a look, and we'll see what looks right to us, and then we'll end up selecting a paint for the exterior, and we have some paint colors that we want to do for the great room and for the dining room. So I might actually take a trip down to Batangas City tomorrow instead of going up to Alabang or to Santa Rosa. So it's supposed to be a shorter drive down to Batangas City, and I've never been there before, and it's right by the ocean. So maybe tomorrow will be a Sunday edition, but I always have my camera with me. So anyway, yeah, even though we had some setbacks this week, a couple of days, nothing. A day when the roofers thought it was going to rain, and they didn't even show up for that day. So we had 3 days, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 3 days with the roofers out of 6. So we had 50% coverage on that. But the thing is, we had stuff that was done, and I have to say, even though I sometimes focus on some of the things that are not going right, there's a lot of stuff that is going right out here. So don't take me wrong sometimes when you see some of these things I'm talking about, but these are things though that I'm trying to caution you so that you can watch out for when you're doing your build, if you're doing a build over here. So learn by the mistakes that you see here and have those in the back of your mind. Remember, this is a learning experience. This is a how-to, and this is a learning experience, and this is cross-collaboration. Well, I'm going to close because I just talked a lot like I usually do, and my wife is going to remind me about that when I get home today. So anyway, she's not going to remind me from my house. She's going to remind me long distance virtually over the internet, I assure you. So anyway, I'm going to close for today, and this has been a good week, even though it's been a short week, and next week I expect to have a better week, and I hope we have a full week of activity out here. Oh, and one more thing. I just want to express my thanks to all those folks that are not doing the skip the ads, because all of the YouTube channels, if you monetize, you can earn just a little bit of money, or if you have a big channel, you can earn a lot of money. But this channel earns a little bit of money, and what I do is I take the revenue that I get from this channel and I reinvest it in my community, and that's what you see when I do things like today. You guys are the ones that helped out with fixing John's tablet today, and it's those of you who do not click on the skip the ads and actually let it go all the way through and maybe become interested in some of the ads at the same time. But you are all helping my community here by contributing to the small amount of the monetization that happens on this channel, and I thank each and every one of you that do that. So if you enjoyed today's video, if you found it informative, if you found it the least bit entertaining, please give me a thumbs up. Please share, and if you have not subscribed, click on that little My PI Dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen. You will be subscribed and you will get notified the next time I upload a video. So until either Sunday or Monday, you have a wonderful and blessed weekend.